We can always do more. I think what we've done up until this point is good, but it's not working. So we need to do a bit more as a community, as a country, as a world. Really, it needs to stop. So we can always do more, and until we do more and stamp it out, then we've got to keep going.
Because football, for all that it like I say, it's a football problem because it's a societal problem. Football is such a big industry and a multinational industry and a multi-ethnic industry, more so than ever these days. It can also be a tool for sort of positive change, can't it?
No, of course. Football's for everyone. So when these things happen, it's disgusting, really. So we need to, like I said earlier, we need to probably do something stronger, because we've obviously done the knee, we've done the strips before games and stuff, and it's still happening. So whatever they decide to come up with, then we'll fully back as players and as a club. You've got your PFA who deal with these sort of things, and no doubt he'll be in the next couple of weeks or so to make sure everything that's happened's not affected people here. So we've got Pams, who's he's the rep for the PFA. So if the players are struggling with a problem, then they'll contact William, who'll then contact the PFA. So yeah, we've got people in place to deal with these sort of things if it's affected people.
When there are localised incidents or national incidents, as we've seen with various different national teams across the world, there's always the discussion as to whether a team or both teams should walk off. As a player, and obviously as the captain of Sheffield Wednesday, how do you feel about that?
Well, if the player who's received the racist thing that weekend, like what happened at Hillsborough, decides to walk off, then I think as a team, it's a team game at the end of the day. So if it happened to any of our players and our player was affected by it and wanted to walk off, then no doubt we would all walk off together. I think it's probably maybe going forward that could maybe be like written in paper. Like if that does happen, then that's what the go-to is, that you probably have to walk off, because there needs to be someone in place, because there can be a bit of confusion, and I think there's got to be someone in place that if that does happen again, that there's something that happened following that. So if it happened to any of our players and our players were affected and wanted to walk off, we would all walk off as a team, 100%. Obviously it has happened loads in football, but for me that was the first time that it's happened whilst I've been on a pitch. So we're all still new to it. As much as it's been going on, we're still new to these incidents, so it's hard to find a way of how you should go about it. So, but I think the other day as well, with it being quite late on, then that probably affected the outcome. Maybe if it's a bit earlier in the game, we would have probably all then come to a conclusion of walking off, but I think because it was so close to the end of the game, that's maybe why that never happened.